Hello everyone, this is Lisa. Hope you're all having a great day. Very rainy where I am at, but grateful for the rain. Plants are getting a little dried out. Anyways, I wanted to share that dream I had earlier in my earlier videos, had told you that I had a few years back. Since it's been so long, I cannot remember if it was a sleep vision I had or if it was an awake vision, but it's one that I've never forgot. And I know it was from the Father to give me some encouragement where I was at that time. I had some things that were really troubling me, and that particular evening in this vision, I was in the scene. I was in the woods. You could see a dirt trail, almost like a four-wheeler track path, well worn, sandy, and I was on the path. And I love flowers. I love getting cuttings and taking flowers and cuttings home, and trying to start new plants, and something I've always enjoyed. So I'm in the woods, I'm on this dirt trail, and I'm stooping over and I'm admiring a plant, a flower, something like that. And as I'm doing so, touching the plant, I felt the presence of someone, in front of me. And I look, in front of me, and I see Jesus, Yeshua, standing on the dirt path, and immediately I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, he caught me. I'm distracted. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm feeling guilty, but then as I look up into his face, instead of him looking at me, with like anger, like, girl, what are you doing? You know better than that. He's just grinning at me. He is smiling, this amazingly beautiful, radiant smile, almost, this silly, but with love, no anger, whatsoever, towards me as he's looking back at me. And the thing that struck me as I see him looking back at me, his body was still facing forward. He was looking backwards at me, looking over his right shoulder, and he's in this linen robe. And I remember seeing his robe, the right hem of his robe was blowing in the wind. And oh my gosh, just his face. But I do remember observing that, the linen robe, the blowing in the wind, and that smile that just made me feel so much better. Because like I said, as I was bending over, I'm feeling guilty as I see him in front of me. And he then motions his right hand at me, and he said, Lisa, come on, get back on the path. Get back on the path. Get right next to me. Stay tight with me. Excuse me. That as long as you stay right next to me, everything would be okay. And that was it. I did. Of course, I got up and I walked over next to him. And after I had that vision, I remember, having that thoughts for a few days, that I was really troubled about the situation. And that just gave me so much peace and so much hope. And also a reminder, sometimes in this world, we can think we can do all things. We don't really need a whole lot of help. We got it, And for me, it was that sweet reminder of, no, we can't. Don't get so sidetracked. Don't get so focused on other things that we neglect our relationship with him. We cannot make it in this world without Jesus, Yeshua, which is his Hebrew name, as I've discovered. That name, and if that's not exactly how to pronounce it, I'm not sure, but I just try to say it in that manner, but I do use both. So it was, again, a good reminder to not only to forget to trust him and come to him and rely on him, but also to stay in his word. if we don't get fed that spiritual food, we're not going to make it in this world. There's too many things that will come against us, that will drag us down. So just a reminder, everyone, please, don't neglect time with him in your prayer. Don't neglect time reading your word. It is so vital to us, making it, especially when bigger trials and tests come our way. So anyway, I hope that vision, sharing that with you all, encourages you a little bit, and I hope you have a blessed day, everyone. Till next time, shalom.